Hi everybody, Health Coach Erin here. I hope you're having a great day. You are with me on one of my lunch walks while I'm at work. As some of you may know, my daytime job is a desk gig, and so I try to incorporate movement in my day when I can. So today I wanted to talk about self-care. What that means and how we can make a plan for ourselves and incorporate it into our lives. So the most simplified version of self-care is ensuring that we are taking care of ourselves and putting ourselves at the top of that to-do list. We often are in nurturing roles at work and at home and in other facets of our lives, and that can make it easy to put ourselves on the back burner. So a good self-care plan will ensure that you're taking care of yourself too. So there are three basic elements to a plan of self-care. The first one, and we talk about this one a lot, and generally when we think of taking care of ourselves, we think of the physical element of that, and it's very important. So the physical element includes, of course, movement, as you'll hear me talk about a lot. So incorporating exercise and movement into your life that you enjoy makes you feel good and well. And a variety of different types of exercise and movement is also an important thing. Another aspect of the physical element is good nutrition, which is another thing that you hear me talk a lot about. So it's important, often, especially at times of stress and distress, to make sure that we are feeding our bodies properly, that we're getting lots of good antioxidants and anti-inflammatory foods, and that we're nourishing ourselves in a balanced way and regularly throughout the day. So the second, I want to go back and make one more point about the physical element. Sometimes that can also mean taking a break. So I want to reiterate that breaks are good, and as much as I encourage movement, I also encourage breaks when we need them, and to listen to our bodies, because that's extremely important too. So the second element I would like to talk about in a self-care plan is the mental and emotional element of that. So we can take care of ourselves mentally and emotionally by making sure we're finding ways to reduce stress and anxiety and mitigate the effects of the stress that we all encounter in life. So this can mean balancing work and fun. It can also mean learning to say no, and sometimes that can be hard for some of us because we're dedicated individuals. We want to do a good job, but sometimes we need to learn to say no in order to keep a better balance for ourselves and make sure that we have the time to do the things that we need to do for ourselves as well. So the last portion of a self-care plan that I will talk about is the spiritual element. So this can mean different things to different people, and that is completely fine. It doesn't mean that you need to be involved with one religion or another, but it also may mean connecting with whatever religion you feel drawn to or believe in. It can also be finding ways to meditate or just connect with yourself spiritually. Some people find a spiritual element when they connect with the earth. Some people find a spiritual element when they can just find ways to maybe withdraw a little bit if that suits their personality. Maybe you're an introvert like me, and I definitely find spiritual well-being when I can find a few quiet moments. Generally for me, that's with meditation or deep breathing exercises, but it doesn't always have to be. It can be through prayer or other veins to that kind of spiritual path as well. So kind of another element of the spirituality section would be Oftentimes for people, they need connection with like-minded individuals who may be able to talk about some of the same belief systems or elements of that they may be able to connect on that level. And sometimes that's really important for people to be able to do. Meaningful discussions are always great. And so if that helps someone connect spiritually, then I would definitely encourage that. So overall, a good self-care plan is going to include something that helps balance the three elements, the physical, the mental and emotional, and the spiritual. And I think I want to remind you, as someone who advocates for your health and well-being, that finding ways that we can do this for ourselves is not selfish. This is how we learn and grow. This is how we recharge. This is how we repair ourselves and build in some resiliency. So this is important, and I encourage you to take care of this. And it can be very easy to kind of enact a self-care plan for yourself. And remember that you're worth it. So if you want to find out more about how you can incorporate these things, or maybe come up with some fun ideas about how you can make your own self-care plan, let me know. Reach out. I'm here to help. Thanks.